our weekly update, and today is Friday, October the 18th. Since the angling season is over, we'll probably do this update maybe once a month, or if some really breaking news comes through, we'll do a special broadcast. So, what's going on? We just looked at the counts for October the 15th from DFO, and it's not good. It's not good at all. As a matter of fact, when I look at the Northwest Cassillis Trap Net, 95 large salmon this year compared to 454 last year. This will be an all-time low. And the gross numbers that were better all along now have fallen behind. We only 344 gross compared to 417 gross last year. Remember, last year was a bad gross year. So numbers are not good for the Northwest, and Millerton is not much better. 173 salmon compared to 615 last year. And the gross, well, it is a little better. It's 530 compared to 524 last year. So it's only up by 6 fish. And last year was the worst gross run ever. So no improvement. The only difference is that, and it's quite obvious, is that the fish came in early, not late like last year. Last year we had the bulk of the fish in the fall. So a very poor year end, and certainly talking to anglers along the Southwest Miramichi, they said like there was only a trickle of fish coming in this fall, so no big numbers. So we are in the 18th of October, and salmon are spawning. Our salmon at our hatchery, most of those have spawned. I think we only have a few left. We even had a few sea run brook trout, and they spawned today. So it's even though the water is warm, spawning is still early, which is surprising. So I'm sure out in the wild that all those salmon are running up into those little brooks, and we do have a crew out trying to remove as many beaver dams and obstructions as possible to let fish get into those little tributaries to spawn. The other thing that's going on in the river is the experimental stream. The Northwest Mill Stream has been designated as the CAST experimental stream to assess the effects of our captive adults that we've raised in the hatchery, which we call SAS adults, and wild adults. So the team from UNB have captured 40 wild fish, 20 pairs, have put transmitters on them and put them in the Northwest Mill Stream where they can't leave because of a barrier blocking their exit. So they're going to stay in that portion of the river to spawn. And then there's also 20 pairs of SAS fish, all the transmitters as well, put into the same area. So the objective of this study is to monitor the fish movements, trying to see who spawns with who and where, what the timings are and what have you. And then, because each one of these fish, a little piece of fin tissue has been taken off them, that is put in the gene bank, so to speak. And so next year, when they look at how many, the little fry that have come about from this spawning, they can take one of those fry, take a little snip of fin tissue and tell who is the mother and who is the father. So the objective of this study is to find out which males perform well, which females do well, and measure their success of spawning. So that's ongoing now. Spawning is happening, and there's a UNB crew are out there taking all the measurements and recording everything. And when it comes to the SAS plan for ourselves, since we didn't get permission to release the thousands of adult fish into the river this year, our plan is to spawn as many as we can and keep as many alive over to next year in hopes that there may be a change in position on releasing these SAS adults. So we didn't collect any new smolts in 2019. because we don't have those new fish in the system. It means that we can carry over some more of the older fish. And some of these are at the end of their lifespan, so after we spawn them, we expect a fair high level of mortality for the bigger ones, but some won't pass away. And then our smaller ones, our 6-pound fish, all of those should survive the spawning and be available for next year. So anyway, that's our plan, in case anyone... When it comes to striped bass, I couldn't believe how many boats were out on the river last weekend. Such a beautiful weekend, and the catches were good. One of our friends was out, and they caught 70 on Saturday and caught 30 on Sunday. So a great weekend for fishing. And this weekend is supposed to be almost as nice. So it'll be another good weekend for striped bass fishing. And of course, that season goes to the end of the month. Now about the issue of smallmouth bass in Miramichi Lake and the southwest Miramichi. Work is still going on trying to remove as many striped bass as possible. So I mentioned earlier about the Fisheries and Oceans electrofishing boat. The Coast Guard helicopter came in and did a survey and looked at the boat. And aerodynamically, it's not possible to airlift that in. So now they're going through the process of trying to build a road to get the electrofishing boat to the river. So, and the road may not be one that you can drive your vehicle to, but you can put this boat on the back of a porter and go through a pretty rough woods road to get it to the stream. So that work is in process. In the meantime, come Monday, the boat will be taken to Miramichi Lake, where it will start and try to eliminate more smallmouth bass out of the lake. And that will be a good trial leading up to taking the boat to the river, to the McKeel Pond area, and seeing if they can eliminate those ones out of the river. And in the meantime, planning goes on as how to eradicate the smallmouth bass for the long term. We started our little toonie draw last week called the Creel of Fortune. So, Kendall Sturgeon, who works in the office next to us with Fisheries and Oceans, was the winner. The pot wasn't very big because we were trying to get more people to play, but already we had a lot of people, like just in the last couple of days, sign up. So the pot will start to grow as more people start playing. So encourage you to get your toonie in, and you want to know how to do it, just call our office at 506-622-4000 and we can help you out. The other thing coming up is next Thursday is our joint MSA ASF dinner in St. John. And so if you're in the area, you want to talk to fellow fishermen and compare the season and so on, you should join us. It should be a fun time. And that is at the Delta Ballroom. Anyway, we'll talk to you in a few weeks.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on that notification bell so you can stay up to date with everything happening here at the MSA. Or, better yet, join our ranks and become an MSA member at www.miramishisalmon.ca.